Look at him. Look at him. What we won't be doing today is playing games. Good. What's happening? Black Pearl is back, and I'm happy about it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Listen. So, as always, I try to get into, first of all, let me explain to you where you are. Okay. This is Per the podcast coming live. Yes, we are. And of course, we might do a little stoicism today. We might do, there's no telling what might happen up in this piece. But of course, you want to stay tuned because we're going to get it popped. So, I just want to say what's up to everybody, man. And it's been a minute. Haven't seen y'all in a while. And I'm just glad to be back. Still working on my set a little bit. And it's okay because it's okay. Ain't it? You see me tearing up. Oh, you gonna funny. So this is what we gonna do with this. Bang. Ain't that how we gonna do it? That's how we gonna do it. So I just wanted to say what's up, everybody, again, of course. Check the opening. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? That's crazy. I'm just messing around, man. But first of all, man, I want to talk a little bit about what's happening out here, man. You already know there's a lot of craziness happening. Everybody seems to be kind of reeling over what's been happening lately in the community, and it's crazy, and I understand, and I'm hoping that people get a better understanding of what's really going on out here. Like, this is not a game. Like, this lifestyle, this trying to be gangster type of thing, or whatever it is that one is trying to uphold, is not it's not beneficial in the end. Let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just putting it out there, man. Like, I had to really realize a few things myself. What happened? Don't know, but I'll be back in a sec. Oop. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely have to do better in order to get a better response, not only from individuals technically, or just anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man, but it's weird how we can just go around and think everything is sweet and everything is cool, and it's not. It really isn't. So today we're gonna definitely get into some stoicism. You already know what I do, because hey, that's my favorite jewel drop, as always. And I just want to make sure that we have a clear understanding about some of the things that we might be doing. And it's crazy, but it happens.
About and
So let's talk about
the
something.
dismissive comment. Their words cut deep.
Can you hear that out there? I just want to make sure
you
you're
felt
hearing that.
disappears.
But
Why does this happen?
listen,
It's because we often let others' words define how we see ourselves. Here's the truth. Your worth isn't determined by someone else's opinion. It's not tied to their compliments, criticisms, or judgments. When you rely on others to validate you, you hand them the power to control your emotions.
absolutely.
True emotional freedom comes when you take that power back. Let's consider an example. A colleague criticizes your work, not constructively, but in a way that feels harsh or personal. Your instinct might be to defend yourself or feel disheartened.
Mm.
But what if, instead of reacting, you paused and reminded yourself, their words reflect their perspective, not my value. By detaching your worth from their opinion, you protect your peace and maintain your focus. Marcus Aurelius captured this wisdom perfectly. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. This isn't about ignoring feedback or dismissing others entirely. It's about filtering what truly matters. Constructive criticism can help you grow, but unwarranted negativity doesn't deserve space in your mind. Here's how to stop letting others' words define your worth. 1. Pause before reacting. When someone's words sting, take a moment to breathe. This pause
Mm.
gives you the chance to choose your response instead of reacting impulsively. 2. Separate fact from opinion. Ask yourself, is there truth in what they're saying, or is it just their perspective? Focus on what helps you grow and let the rest go. 3. Reaffirm your worth. Remind yourself that your value isn't tied to anyone else's approval. Your worth is intrinsic, independent of external validation. Lao Tzu offers another layer of wisdom. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner.
What?
Letting go of the need for validation doesn't mean you stop caring about people.
Mm.
It means you stop caring about opinions that don't serve your growth. By
Facts.
doing so, you free yourself from unnecessary emotional weight. The next time someone's words challenge your confidence, pause and ask yourself, am I letting this define me, or can I choose to focus on what I know to be true about myself? In that
Listen,
moment,
that's
you
the
reclaim your power and remind
listen.
yourself that no one's words can diminish your value unless you let them. True strength lies not in avoiding criticism, but in knowing your worth regardless of it.
Mm.
When you stop letting others' words define you, you create space for authenticity, confidence, and peace. And that's a life no one can take from you. 5. Protect your energy by setting boundaries. Picture
Ooh,
this.
wait.
A friend calls you in the middle of your busy day, asking for help with something they could probably handle on their own. Or perhaps a coworker dumps a last-minute task on you, assuming you'll say yes. You feel the weight of obligation, but
I have to
also the
hit it up.
frustration of knowing this will disrupt your plans. Why is it so hard to say no? Here's the truth. Protecting your peace requires setting boundaries, and boundaries aren't selfish. They're necessary. Without them, you let others dictate your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Saying yes to everyone else often means saying no to yourself. A powerful reminder comes to mind. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Mm.
If you're constantly giving without
What?
protecting your energy, you'll find yourself burned out, resentful, and disconnected from your own needs.
Lot to take in. Hit me up if you got if you really get what was being said there, because there was a lot in that, and to be honest, sheesh is something that needs to definitely be considered always, every time we get a chance. Please think about yourself. Think about what's best for not only your well-being, but for the well-being of others around you in order to have a cohesive event every time you get to be around. Even those that hate, I'm gonna keep it 100. Even those that don't like you, make them feel likable. Make them feel like, you know, I don't know why you don't like me like that because from what the way that I'm acting right now should give you an idea as to what's really happening with me, opposed to what you might be assuming is going on, you know, from your opinion and your assumptions. So, that being said, hey, that's cool. But you got to understand, we ain't the type to be trying to be all nice and hunky dory every time somebody got some slick shit to say. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, huh? It's not easy being peasy. That's a fact. What? So yeah, I mean, it's deep. It's really deep. There's some other things here too I want to get into, and this gets kind of heavy too.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Stoic.
And they talk about some deep, some deep, some deep stuff as well. Excuse me. So let me cue this up real quick, and then I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna let you hear some things. You know what I'm saying? Some real things. Did I shoot it down? All right. This is about mental strength and inner toughness.
Lessons from Stoic.
And they're gonna give you like 10 lessons of how we go about getting it popping. You know what I'm saying? And we need to get it popping. So, yeah.
And unexpected obstacles.
Let's see what he's getting into.
Stoics believe that how we respond to these challenges is what truly defines us. In this episode, we'll explore 10 Stoic lessons that will help you not only endure adversity, but grow stronger because of it.
To grow stronger because of it. That's what you want. You want to become stronger. Don't you? I mean, come on, be honest. Why not? Who don't?
Subscribe and share this video with someone.
And who doesn't want to have an upper hand
these valuable
on
insights from
just being able to conduct yourself in a manner not like others? Yeah, I sure do.
1. Mastering your perspective.
1.
In the journey to maintain mental toughness, mastering your perspective is the first and perhaps most crucial step. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, emphasize the importance of controlling how we interpret and respond to external events. This mastery over one's perspective is not about denying reality, but about acknowledging that our perception of events is within our control, even when the events themselves are not. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us in Meditations, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This profound insight highlights that our emotional responses and mental resilience are not shaped by the events around us, but by how we choose to perceive and interpret those events. It's a shift in mindset, from being reactive to becoming proactive in how we deal with life's challenges. At the heart of mastering your perspective is self-awareness. The first step is to recognize when negative or unproductive thought patterns are taking over. These patterns can often cloud judgment and intensify emotional reactions. For example, you may interpret a difficult situation at work as a failure or personal attack, when in reality, it is simply a learning opportunity. Self-awareness helps you catch these misinterpretations before they spiral out of control. Once you become aware of these negative thought loops, the next step is to reframe them. This practice is known as cognitive reframing, and it involves deliberately shifting your perspective to see the situation from a more balanced and rational viewpoint. For instance, instead of thinking, "I'm terrible at this, I'll never succeed," reframe it to, "I didn't succeed this time, but I've learned valuable lessons that will help me improve." By reframing your thoughts, you train your mind to focus on growth and resilience rather than defeat. To solidify this shift in perspective, the practice of mindfulness becomes a powerful tool. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. It teaches you to be present, acknowledging your feelings without judgment. When you're mindful, you recognize that emotions like anger, frustration, or sadness are temporary, and you don't let them dictate your actions. This awareness creates mental space, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. A practical approach to mastering your perspective is to engage in daily mindfulness exercises. Set aside just a few minutes each day to sit quietly, focusing on your breath and observing any thoughts or emotions that arise. As you practice this regularly, you'll find that it becomes easier to notice when your mind is slipping into negative thought patterns, and you'll develop the strength to shift your perspective towards something more constructive. Lastly, surrounding yourself with positive influences, whether it's supportive friends, mentors, or the wisdom of great thinkers, helps reinforce a constructive mindset. The people you surround yourself with can significantly shape your outlook. Seek out those who encourage growth and resilience, as their presence can serve as a constant reminder to maintain a balanced and empowering perspective. In summary, mastering your perspective is about taking control of your thoughts and interpretations of the world around you.
Whew.
Through self-awareness, cognitive reframing, mindfulness, and the
Get up.
support of positive influences, you can cultivate the resilience needed to face life's challenges with strength and clarity. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength.
Wow. Realize this and you will find strength. Now, if you ask me, there's no other way to conduct yourself better than to understanding who you really are, right? To having a clear understanding of where you at mentally, physically, financially, and overall internally, peasy. And you know what? If you ask me, there's no better way, no better route than to be able to just say to yourself, man, I feel good today because I took the different route. That's it.
2. Accept what you cannot change. One of the most foundational lessons in Stoicism is the understanding that many things in life are beyond our control, and mental toughness comes from accepting this reality. Acceptance does not mean resignation or passivity, but rather it is about recognizing the limits of our influence and directing our energy toward what we can change, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Epictetus, a central figure in Stoic philosophy, taught this essential principle. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. This statement is at the core of maintaining mental toughness. By accepting what you cannot change, you free yourself from the frustration, anxiety, and helplessness that often accompany uncontrollable situations. In our daily lives, we are frequently confronted with circumstances that are beyond our control, whether it's other people's actions, natural events, or the passage of time. These are often the sources of our greatest stress and emotional turbulence. Imagine being stuck in traffic, for example. You can't control the traffic, but you can control how you respond to it. Instead of becoming angry or frustrated, you can choose to use that time productively, perhaps by listening to an audiobook or practicing mindfulness. By shifting your focus from the things outside your control to the things within your control, you regain a sense of peace and power. The Stoics understood that accepting what you cannot change is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of wisdom and strength. Seneca wrote, "Fate leads the willing and drags along the unwilling." This powerful quote reminds us that resisting reality only causes suffering, whereas accepting it allows us to flow with life rather than against it. When you accept that some things are simply beyond your influence, you conserve your mental and emotional energy for what truly matters, improving yourself and taking purposeful action where you can make a difference. A practical approach to acceptance
Facts.
involves practicing radical acceptance, a concept often used in modern psychology. Radical acceptance means fully acknowledging the reality of a situation without judgment. Instead of wishing things were different or fighting against the truth, you accept it for what it is. For instance, if you experience a setback in your career, instead of ruminating on the unfairness of the situation or blaming yourself excessively, you can practice radical acceptance by acknowledging what has happened and then focusing on what you can do
Some
next.
holler at y'all.
This practice
Easy.
reduces emotional resistance and helps you move forward with clarity and purpose. Another helpful practice in